Are you looking for the best VR headsets? In this video, I will show you the best VR headsets in the market, so let's get start the video. Number 1. Pimax Crystal VR Headset. The picture has been provided from Pimax staff and official websites. I've been in this for a long time. In racing alone, for over a decade, and with VR since the first commercial product. At that time, I needed something that could replace a triple monitor setup, and the compact format of HMDs was ideal for that task. However, using VR had some drawbacks that have become quite burdensome over time. While VR gave us unprecedented immersion up to that point, it also provided us with new problems to deal with, such as lack of sharpness and resolution, the need for enormous graphic power, and the discomfort of wearing a device, weighing at least half a kilogram, on the head during long sessions. The various versions of HMDs until now have tried to solve that and make us forget our typical screens, but have they succeeded? The Pimax Crystal is an virtual reality headset announced by Pimax on May 31, 2022 and released in May 2023. 58. The headset is similar to the unreleased Pimax 12K QLED headset and is hybrid standalone that can operate with or without a PC. The announced specifications are up to 160 Hz refresh rate, up to a 140-degree diagonal field of view at a pixel density of 42 ppd. The panels are QLED type and the lenses are interchangeable optical aspheric glass. The headset was announced to use. As you can see, the features are impressive. And indeed, Pimax has tried to make it the complete headset, the one that wins on all fronts. But wanting to cover a lot comes at a price, and not just economic, since there are some fronts where that ambition does not achieve its goal. Let's start with the basics. Pimax's packaging is compact. Much more than other manufacturers, and we find ourselves with a not very large but very heavy box, which will arrive at our homes in a neutral cardboard. Inside, an elegant black configuration with a thoughtful placement of all the elements that this headset brings. The Pimax Crystal is an virtual reality headset announced by Pimax on May 31, 2022 and released in May 2023. 58. The headset is similar to the unreleased Pimax 12K QLED headset and is hybrid standalone that can operate with or without a PC. The announced specifications are up to 160 Hz refresh rate, up to a 140-degree diagonal field of view at a pixel density of 42 ppd. The panels are QLED type and the lenses are interchangeable optical aspheric glass. The headset was announced to use. Number 2. Samsung HMD Odyssey. Samsung Electronics, in partnership with Microsoft, today announced the Samsung HMD Odyssey, the most immersive Windows mixed reality (MR) headset in the market. The quick and easy to set up Samsung HMD Odyssey delivers a premium virtual reality experience, with superior picture quality and the highest resolution display, taking consumers to entirely new virtual limits. For more information, please see Weblinks. HMD Odyssey VR headset is here and it packs dual 3.5-inch AMOLED screens, AKG headphones, 2 cameras for spatial awareness and 2 motion controllers. 2 screens inside the HMD Odyssey are 3.5-inch in size and have 1600 x 1440p resolution and 90/60ths of a Hz refresh rate. There is 6-axis accelerometer, gyroscope, compass, a proximity sensor and 2 cameras on board so you can wander around your home without worrying you'll run into a wall. The attached AKG headphones provide 360-degree spatial sound. You looked at the Apple Vision Pro and thought, I need an alternative. You're probably not alone. But besides the Meta Quest series headsets, the other option would be the Samsung Extended Reality (XR) headset, which might not arrive on schedule. According to SBS Biz, Samsung is delaying the development of its XR headset. It's suggested that this is due to Apple Vision Pro, which is set to offer high-end tech specs and an eye-catching design. After reviewing the competition, Samsung postponed its XR headset's project schedule by 3 to 6 months. Particular, the design and choice of display panel were highlighted by internal sources as aspects factored into the decision. While the decision resulted in a delay, it would allow Samsung to rework its XR headset's design, specs and features. This could bring Samsung's model more in line with the quality and performance of the unreleased Apple Vision Pro. For those unaware, the Samsung XR headset was expected to launch in February 2024, while the Apple Vision Pro would be released in June 2024. With the delay, the former might end up releasing after the latter. This could have an impact on general interest in the Samsung headset. Number 3. Samsung Gear VR. Samsung had earlier confirmed that the Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus won't work with the Gear VR but didn't offer an explanation for why that is the case, and we have now been told by one of our sources that the expiry of Samsung's partnership with Oculus is the reason for the lack of support for the Gear VR on the new flagships. Existing devices, like the Galaxy S10 lineup, should continue to work with Samsung's virtual reality headset since Oculus develops the software that powers the Gear VR. It isn't surprising to learn that Samsung won't be able to add Note 10 support if Oculus is no longer bound by whatever partnership the two companies had when they started out to make virtual reality more affordable a few years ago. Oculus has its own VR headset, the Oculus Go, which is a standalone device that doesn't need a phone to be inserted on one side, and Oculus will no doubt want to focus on selling its in-house VR headset, one that costs $199 and $249 for the 32GB and 64GB variants. We've reached out to Samsung for a comment on whether the Note 10, Note 10 Plus, S incompatibility with the Gear VR is actually down to the end of its partnership with Oculus. In the meantime, tell us whether the lack of Gear VR support is something that will factor into your decision to not buy either of the new Note flagships down in the comments. This isn't Samsung's first foray into virtual reality and headsets. As rumors and leaks start to fill in what the company's Vision Pro competitor could look like, it's worth considering what the company could learn from its first stab at a head-mounted display, the Gear VR, a virtual reality headset that used a Galaxy phone as its display and onboard computer. Because even though it faded into obscurity, it was certainly more approachable and maybe even more versatile than Apple's exorbitantly priced $3,500 headset. The Gear VR was originally released on August 21, 2015 as a $99 accessory for the Galaxy Note 4. Essentially just a housing for lenses and additional controls, it used the display of the Note 4 to play 360-degree video and a limited library of virtual reality experiences that were navigated with your head and controls on the side of the Gear VR. The headset would go on to be compatible with Galaxy phones through the Galaxy S8 line, and would even be revised to support a remote-style controller with a touchpad and buttons to offer a more immersive way to play games and control videos. The Gear VR was developed in collaboration with Meta's Reality Labs, at the time still working as Oculus, and was considered a sort of entry-level VR headset before Oculus released the original all-in-one wireless Quest. Back in the early 2010s, phone-based VR seemed like it might have a future, at least while Google maintained Google Cardboard and later its more robust VR platform Daydream, and Samsung sold the Gear VR. But it wasn't meant to last. Due to a lack of interest from developers and phone buyers, Google ended support for Daydream and its own Daydream View headset on October 19, 2019. Samsung stopped supporting its Gear VR applications not long after in 2024. So that was our today's video. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. See you with a brand new